Welcome back, everyone. Let's get some root trees nailed on. We've got 27 so far. We need to get 3 more. There's a few days in there where I did not play owing to like holiday stuff. So I remember we got some stuff like right at the end, but now we are a little bit hazy in my mind. So let's go look at our evidence folder. Okay, just looking for this little number that says how many things something is connected to. Do none of these have the number anymore? Maybe none of these have the number anymore. There used to be like a magnifying glass number, I thought. Oh, there we go. Okay, there's the magnifying glass number to say, hey, oh, I see that this says, this says as seen in MMM. I don't think I ever chased that. Let's Google it first. So I bet it's the name of a Modern Music Monthly. Wait, did I actually look at Modern Music Monthly? I did look at Modern Music Monthly. Never mind. Okay. So it does claim that there are 5 connecting things. Let's just remember exactly what this thing is telling me. For how many clues are connected to a specific piece of evidence. As you progress, the numbers you change. Whenever you find more evidence or lock in family members you discover will be added to the list, and old evidence will become less useful. Okay, so I'm guessing this is like number of connections that I still haven't like fully traced down yet. Okay, so what could possibly be in here that I have not looked at so far? Peter Yanowicz. I don't think I have searched this. You find him mentioned on a fan website about a band unrelated to the Roottrees. Okay, so no further stuff there. I've got those. The lyrics to the song contain no clues. Okay, interesting. Okay, we do have TMS filled in, don't we? Yeah, Thomas Sheridan. Let's see, have I searched all the periodicals for Thomas Sheridan? Apparently. I wonder if it would be under TMS in there. Yeah, I did read this before. Let's see. Starlet, nothing relevant. Silver Screen, nothing relevant. Okay. Modern Music Monthly? Okay, I didn't think so. Somehow think how to know if he's interested is not going to be useful. I'm gonna guess this isn't a thing, but I'm gonna Google that Sweet 16 thing. Okay. That was back here. Okay, yeah, that was just the, I was... Cover and article. Wait, I have the article? Oh, I see. Okay, it's in here, over here. Okay. Okay, and I'm sure we have Grandma Laura, right? Yeah, there we go, Laura Carlson. This guy who's the professor. Yeah, we've got lots of stuff, and like all of her siblings are sort of a mystery. Wait. Oh no, there we go. That's... Oh yeah, I should know who this guy is, because this guy... No, that was her father. Never mind. Sorry that she commented looked like this, not this guy. Okay, so I don't know what I'm supposed to get out of this. It tells me there's one more piece. Only one is kind of amazing, because this is the thing I just found that includes all of this additional information, because this we read through last time. Okay, so yeah, let's remember what's going on with Sam. I do have Sam actually filled into the tree now, I think. Yeah, there we go. There's Samantha Roottree. Oh, have I Googled Samantha Roottree? I don't think I have. What about the Butler Times? No. Okay, interesting. Okay, yeah, so so Samantha got this inheritance thing because of being some child of someone, and this is related in some way to the candy. Let's see. I'm trying to remember all these details. This is probably good for me to just reread this. It's the illegitimate daughter of Elias Jr. and Patricia Christensen, which is what I have here. What was this, like, candy cane string? Does that show up elsewhere? Candy cane string shows up around these. Is this, like, divorce related? Because these people divorced, I know. Or, like, is the legal guardian of? But I mean, they're her children, so I don't quite know what this is trying to communicate. Okay. Local steel mogul. Let's see. Can I search for steel mogul in here? Can I find out who this local steel mogul is? Let's see. The last name here is Christensen. There we go. Okay, Christensen Steel. There we go. That is the family. I'm gonna write that down. Christensen Steel. company in the early 1900s, you find a few mentions of it. Some are old birth announcements from Butler County Times from then owner Matthias Christensen. The only name that looks familiar is Patricia Christensen, the third of his 4 children, who was born in 1908. There's a front page article in 1944 stating that the Vice President of the United States has stopped by to visit the factory floor. The company stopped being advertised around 1949. Around that time, there was a blurb saying Matthias was stepping down. Okay, so we've got Matthias, father of Patricia. So Sam's mother. I feel like I'm filling in a whole other family tree here that may not be relevant, but the fact that this article is here seems to indicate that I should be looking at this at least a little bit. So maybe I should Google Matthias Christensen. Christensen. Okay, nothing relevant here. What about in Business Watch? Nothing relevant. Okay. I'm wondering if the reason he stepped down is relevant. I don't know. I can do Christensen Steel. Let's see. Christensen Steel and Patricia Christensen are both mentioned in a book review for Steamy Correspondence by Tina Angelina. Okay, well, we can find that, probably. Correspondence by Tina Angelina. I think we incidentally actually found this by looking into the porn novels that Laura Roottree wrote. Steamy Correspondence. Okay, this is a book of historical letters with an erotic twist. Each letter is accompanied by context from the book's author. A letter from the book has been added to your pages. Okay, let's have a look back at that. There we go. Okay, what on earth is this going to be connected to? We'll have fun figuring this out. In 1934, someone who goes by Patch wrote a letter full of innuendo to an unknown gentleman who is clear had a romantic history with. Patch is thought by the book's author to have been Patricia Christensen, daughter of the owner of Christensen Steel. Her nickname was Pat, and CH were the first 2 letters of her last name. Patricia Christensen was known to appreciate wordplay like this. Okay. Okay, so Patricia Christensen also goes by Patch. Patricia, who would have been in her mid-20s when the letter was written, was married to an older man of no notable status. The letter was most definitely not to him. There are a few passages after the steamy bits that mention a daughter, leading Tina Angelina to theorize the letter is written to the father of a child she hid from society in some way. The letter ends on a mention of a twisted twin. Oh, this has got to be the thing in the envelope. That seems to evoke imagery from classic literature. It is not for her story, yours and mine. Sorry, if not for her story, yours and mine would be the most tragic tale ever told. How awful it is that such beauty was ripped from its frightful fate, and worse, sent to live in possession of your brother's twisted twin. Oh, no, it's not the twisted twin of Sam. Of brother of it would have been the twisted twin of the brother of Elias Jr. Left as an outcast, forced to a life of labor under a wicked relative. It's like something from the start of a children's fable. She deserves not the life he has been sentenced to. She deserves not the life he has been sentenced to. That sentence reads to me like we're talking about someone gender fluid or trans or something. I can't stand to be apart from you both. Someday I shall return to you, and I pray that he has not corrupted her to know his sins. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. I will note that she married someone else. Pray that he has not corrupted her to know his sins. I swear that on that joyous day, with all the strength I can muster, I will fight for our child's freedom. Let us pray her fable has a happy ending. Tina has no theory for what the more cryptic parts of that mean. I also don't, but we can search Tina Angelina and see if she shows up in anything else. Maybe there's another version of this book or something. No, okay. So we were, before this part, we were looking at this. Okay, yeah, so Patricia and Eli had a secret romance at an age of 16. Became pregnant. After the birth, her father refused to let her see Eli again. Baby was sent to the Roottrees. Elias hid her away with a local farmhand known as EC. Is this local farmhand the twisted twin brother? Sounds like what we're implying. Twin of someone? That was the end of that almost. None of the next gens had ever met or heard of Patricia until she unexpectedly reappeared, now going by Patsy. That's right, I should always Google both not only Patricia Christensen, which I did and didn't find anything, but also Patsy Christensen. Or Patch Christensen. Let me also look at the Butler County. We've got that. Nothing by Patty. Yeah, so, yeah, we don't, I think, have anything exciting about that, unless I'm supposed to look up who the vice president was in 1944, so I can search that, but I don't think that's likely relevant. That's right, they finally married in their 50s. So she remarried, I guess. What is this red string? I don't know. Laura mentioned the wedding in her first diary. Eli Jr. had never taken another lover, even the romantic Laura appreciated this. Is it possible that it's actually going to show up under Patsy Roottree? Oh, it's not Patty, it's Patsy. C. Christensen. Patsy Roottree. Okay, nothing there. Elias decided that Sam should have been a root tree in the first place, even though she was not part of the Clancet Trust. He wanted to include her in the family affairs. That's what led Lauren's initial entry entitled Sam. Aha. So, I had thought this bit about there being 5 flavors after the 5 children, and then it turning out that there were only 4 children at that time, and then the 5th was Miracle, was related to some other thing. But what it's actually related to is this illicit twin brother, because if you remember the flavors from wherever we had our flavor list, here we go. The oldest version had this EC in here. So that's the like brother that we then somehow pretended didn't exist. So it's the 6th root tree. I wonder if I search 6th root tree, if that will work. I doubt it. No, okay. Okay, so I think we're figuring out what's going on there now, at least a little bit. Okay. Okay, let's see. What else is in here? It does say that Laura now likes Sam. Sister figure Gwen never was. Who was Gwen again? Oh, yeah. Gwen was the actress. Okay. Can we know her spouse's name? I can certainly search that, too. Ernest Jr. Madsen. Not that. Okay. This is Samantha Roottrees is her name here. But, should probably have gone by whatever last name this EC fellow was, and who knows what that was. Okay, I really want to know what words oh, Ernie is the last name. Oh, and now I have more clues, because this was a 1 before. The fact that we get that his name was Ernie Madsen, yeah, is also very relevant. Did I write this down? Yeah, we've got the... I wrote that down. So bonus, Gwyneth has the green thumb of her mother and her adopted grandfather. So one of these people is Gwyneth. Yeah, I was going to say I want to know what Sam's occupation was. Okay. What I'm most ashamed of is not figuring it all out myself. Sam's a spitting image of Patsy, with jet black hair and green eyes. Doesn't have the thick glasses Patsy did, of course, but I guess that skips a generation. Her children have that covered. It's hard to explain the look on Pop's face when they read the farm's operations would pass to Samantha for as long as she was willing. I got flashbacks to when Zach was made president. Mother reframed it a bit to calm him down. Sam wouldn't receive any candy money, after all. And that was essentially inheriting the right to rule over the peasants for eternity. That's right. EC is gay. That's right. I remember this. That's why we have this twisted brother thing, because this guy was sort of like thrown out of the family for being gay. Yeah. I suspect that's why he kept us from there. It's roommate Mr. Miller. Right, okay, so we've got to figure out... this is the, we'll say, boyfriend of EC. I'm going to guess that those are going to be the two names we have to write in the thing. Not sure Sam will ever forgive Uncle Junior or Patsy for abandoning her to that life. If I were her, I might never forgive them either. But even so, she seems to blame them more than just the two of us. But she has no problems with us next-gens. She has a palpable hatred for the Five Pieces and Elias and Gwyneth. And so, presumably, the reason is because she likes her gay adopted children, her gay adoptive parents, and doesn't like that everyone else is a homophobic dick. That's going to be my guess as to what that is actually about. Unfortunately, I have a bad feeling about trying to get Mr. Miller. Okay. Okay, this is about her son Clark, who I think I've got most of the stuff nailed down. Why is deja vu capitalized? I don't think it's being used in any specific sense, but this would not usually be capitalized. It's just a French phrase, which suggests to me that, like, maybe it's a movie or something. I don't know. Okay, so we're talking about the various remarrying, or giving another clue to the magazine Starlet. Yeah, the lack of respect for marriage, etc., etc. And you talk about how her brother Eli C., the one in advertising, helped raise Clark. Eli's marriage seems fine, and Jim's marriage seems solid. Yeah, this is Jim to Diamond LaRue. This is Eli to Unknown. I suspect he's marrying Jane to keep her from running out on the band. We have this Jane in here, right? Yeah, there's the Jane LaRue. We don't have a picture. Oh, I should have a picture of her. Because she should be whichever of these two people isn't Diamond, right? Yeah, Diamond has blonde hair, so she's going to be the one from the album cover that doesn't have that. Okay. Biggest complaint I got was how many similar names there are. We've got the 4 Elis. Miracles, Eli, etc. Okay, so some of this is going to be relevant, I think, because our family names are as unusual. Grandpa Elias was a believer in using the names for each generation to honor those in the last. His father and Grandma Gwyneth's father were named Edward and Clancy. Anytime someone's a junior, they're always the firstborn son. With the women, however it goes out. I think Gwendolyn got her name from some combination of Gwyneth and Carolyn, who was Elias's mother. Women's names tend to get all mixed up as the generations went on, as there's no female equivalent of junior. Okay, yeah, we've got this bit about the received a check for Edward Clancy root tree. That's got to be the EC that we're looking for. Father's name backwards. Okay, so Edward Clancy root tree. I mean, it's going to be really weird if there's a Clancy Edward and an Edward Clancy, but we did say there's sort of some weird twin stuff going on. So that would make sense if this guy has a weird twin whose name is Edward Clancy. I mean, I wouldn't do that to a child, but it would make sense. Okay, this is the thing that was written when she was a kid. He's an identical twin. That's what this is. So yeah, the story about thinking that someone was her father and hugging them, that's got to have been Sam. And it has to be the case they're identical twins, so she thought it was her father, I think. That's my guess. Okay. Okay, I don't think I have anything immediately left to extract from here. Okay, this is this bit about art and the beauty of women. Carolyn. Where is Carolyn in this family tree again? Do I know where Carolyn is exactly? There's Carolyn. Was the artist. Stephanie Landon, who's in politics, right? We've got this whole oh, there's the Gwendolyn. Okay. Unless I'm supposed to like look closely at this zoomed in, I don't think there's anything I can easily find from that at the moment. This doesn't list anything that's connected to stuff. This says there's still something connected to this picture that I haven't found. Okay, this was the thing written by CM, which was Carolyn. Okay, but what was this? This was saying don't let our conflicts spread to the next generation. I don't think we know exactly what conflicts they're talking about, although it could be related to this. Yeah, okay, so this is the Watchmen thing. There's something in here. Okay, yeah, the root dot business. Could look for more stuff about root dot maybe. Let's see. Yeah, we got this whole, like, spending the inheritance story. Now it exists under the candy company. Okay, let's see if we can find anything more about root dot now that I'm a little more adept at digging up clues. Let's see. At least 2 catalogs per year every year since 1984. Her daughter's listed by her birth name, Carly Roottree. Yeah, okay. Let me look up root dot here. Nothing relevant. Business watch. What about that one? Yeah, okay. That was there. I don't see why it should show up anywhere else. Got this whole bit with the candy flavors that is going with this EC business. Okay, we got this art that we unscrambled. Yeah, we've got these two. Yeah, we know those are cousins of Chris, but we don't know exactly where they're going in this line, I think is the problem. Likewise, her. I was trying to read like the name of the middle school or something, but I don't think there's any other details I can immediately yoink out of that. Let's see, Dr. Stephen Wilson. Who was he? He married someone. There we go. He's the mother of Gwendolyn Morden. Sorry, no, the husband of Gwendolyn Morden. Will I find anything if I search Gwendolyn Morden? Nothing relevant. Nothing relevant. Okay. But yeah, the Steve Wilson, we did find stuff when we searched for, or maybe it had to be Stephen Wilson. Yeah, and he does have a child named Jason, we know. Yeah, there we go. There's the Jason even. And there's these two, but we just don't know who they're connected to yet. Okay, there's the old-timey photo. There is the Roottrees sisters. Gwen. This is just the list of names. I don't have anything else to find in the notable Roottrees, I don't believe. Gwen and her two boys. Okay, this is about Ernie. So this piece, these are probably the daughters of, and Ernie is what they're calling Samantha's husband. Is this just gonna say it's from Samantha? No, this is Much Love Debbie. Okay, let's see. Who on earth is Debbie? I mean, Debbie could be like one of these children or something. Enclosed a Shiva candle identical to ours if you'd like to pay your respects. Ernie was a man full of love, not only for his family, but his family's legacy. He had an immense amount of pride for the work you three did together, as well as how Carl has carried on for him after taking over. Oh, wait, no, sorry. This has got to be... Right, Carl is... Oh, right. There was also an Ernie who was the, like... president. This isn't the Ernie who was the president, is it? Maybe it is. Interesting if true. So for myself, it's impossible to express my gratitude enough for rescuing us from the panic and burden of endless bills. Though we caught it too late for him to get on the donor list, the company took care of us beyond our wildest expectations. It went unsaid at the time, but Ernie and I knew it had to have been Carl that convinced the trust, and that it was no coincidence that it happened shortly after you visited Brenda. But until the end, Ernie and I had to stay strong, especially for Nicole's sake. We could never have done that without the two of you fighting for us. Much love, Debbie. Okay, so we have an Ernie, a Debbie, and a Nicole. Now, I have to say, the Debbie here, they have to be older than this, right? That could be these two girls, actually, that we see in those pictures. And Debbie could be one of the members of this generation, and that's their grandfather. That makes sense to me. I can see that. Okay. Yeah, we've got this. I don't think is connected to anything currently. That guy back there, I bet, is the identical twin of this guy. I bet that's Edward Clancy. But I don't think I can fill that in yet, because that's the Edward Clancy part is what's in this envelope. Okay, here. Okay, there's Eli. Which Eli? That's probably the Eli that is related to the miracles, right? Don't I know the... Because we had a mention to the Eli not Miracles boy before. I think this is the Eli that is Miracles boy because he's standing next to this person. I think that's what's happening. The back of the thing, it says November. Okay, we've got... this child in the front. Surely goes somewhere on here. Probably in this generation somewhere, but I don't know where. Okay, we've got there's Carolyn. Don't know who this guy is. Eli M. Ernie Jr. Couldn't be convenient to have someone wearing a yarmulke or anything like that to help me figure out who this is. Okay, so I think we've sort of figured out... Oops. A large piece of the mystery today, but we haven't been able to fill in anything on account of us having figured out this large piece of the mystery yet. Okay, but let's finish going through just the last few of these that we have not yet looked at. Okay, so who on earth... That's just going to be Miracle's firstborn child, right? So that kid there is going to be him. I'm not very confident about this being Eli, but it's tentative. Right. And that's Sam. So, therefore, we've even filled that one in. I was going to say, therefore, we know who this is, but we do know who that is. Okay. And these two are her brothers. That's assuredly... Yeah, I was debating last time whether I was willing to just guess the guy who looks like a college professor is the one that's the college professor, but I'm going to guess that it's the guy who looks like the college professor that is the college professor. Green bow tie? Yeah, that's the guy with the green bow tie. Yeah, she's somehow got... three brothers, and I think this is probably the only one I have any chance of getting at the moment. These other two, I don't know. Oh, I do know this is Eli. Sorry, I do know that's Eli. So, because it says he's the one who looked like her father did. Okay, and so this, I don't know who this is. Name-wise, but I know that's their picture. I don't think I know anything else about this, but I can at least fill that in. I'm assuming I know that Eli was Carl's father, right? No, sorry, Eli was Jim's father. Okay. This bit about including Sam, who is, of course, there. Okay, we don't have anything there. We've got all these people. These two we still have to place. I think we just have to name them, right? Well, I guess their last names are going to be Wilson, right? And so that's going to be Zach Wilson. That's going to be Jem Wilson. Provided that we have their age correct. But we don't know what they're currently likely doing. Because this was taken 2 years ago, and so their current occupation is probably no longer student. I mean, unless that's a high school graduation photo, and then we're talking about that now he's a college student. I don't know. But I did actually get the name list, so I think this is fair game, I think, to say that those are the names, because I was given this list of names. So it's not like I'm just... I had previously, I think, thought it was cheating to use the list, but I was literally given the list of names. Jem Wilson. Nothing shows up. Nothing for Jem Wilson. What about Zach Wilson? No. Okay. Harder to figure out. Gwendolyn Morden. I don't think I know very much about you. Can I possibly guess which one from the picture, which one Gwendolyn is? I don't think so. I should also figure out what's going on with these car mechanics at some point, because I haven't filled in that person yet. But yeah, one of these people is Gwendolyn. And I don't know which one. Okay, but I think having now been through all of the evidence, giving it a once-over, I think we're going to call this an episode, and we at least have a very good theory about who is responsible, or sorry, about what's really going on with the sort of that generation and what's probably in the folder. We're going to guess it's going to be Mr. Miller and Edward Clancy Roottree, who were, square quotes, roommates, or, quote, confirmed bachelors, together, that then raised Samantha. But thank you, everyone, for watching, and we'll be back soon with more Roottree adventures. So thanks, everyone, for watching. Bye for now.